business. So that's
Okay.
why I took the option of the master class with Eda's travel business school.
Oh, okay. Awesome. 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 I appreciate that. All right. Thanks so much. Okay, let me try and share. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm okay like this. So I can share my videos today. So uh I love the feedback. I love the feedback. And okay, just pause for this. You know what? I would love to just I think this environment there have got to be like a lot of things like a distraction. So let me find a way to be in a comfortable place to actually do this session, to have this session. All right. So I'll come. Okay. So thank you so much for everyone being on this call. So like I said, let me see my camera if it is okay. Hey, there's a lot of light. Okay. So let me try and shift to another place where there's enough. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so like I said, uh, today's session is going to be just continuation of what we did last week, and it's going to be an engaging one. I think, yeah, it should be an engaging one. I mean, last week we learned a lot concerning why businesses have to go online, and then histories around travel agency today. And I mean, we went back as far as when it started, going through Wikipedia, and then we see things that amazing people have actually done in the industry. And so I will just share my screen just for those who are just joining us. So I will share my screen now, and then we continue from here. All right. So this one shows that we are already on we are live on YouTube. Okay. All right. So um I believe we can all see my screen right now. So someone can just unmute your mic and just shows just yeah.
Yes, we can. We can.
Awesome. 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 Thank you. So yeah. So you know in the sessions today we talked about okay I mean this morning session there was a talk around the Google travel trend. So I just input it into today's topic also to also discuss because it's part of your building an online presence for your business. So last week we talked about building your business online, and we talk about strategic things you can, for every businesses should have once it's going online. Is what you want people to see, what you want people to think, what you want people to do, and then the care you want to have with them, so that there is going to be like is that care gives a cycle to retain your. It's like you are using is a strategy that you use to retain your customer, and that is why when you patronize some businesses in this travels this travel agency, once someone buy your ticket, you follow up. We ensure that that ticket is useful, and you also send a message of thank you. That thank you is so to most customers, they find it very pleasant in heart, and it stick to their memory to actually come back for more. And that is just think, see, think, do, care processes that I actually talked about. And I talk about why you should place your business online. Talking about Thomas Cook, what actually happened during his own time. I mean, he did amazing things. He did amazing things, and after which, I now move on to. I will be talking today on leveraging in the digital world. No, I mean, history has actually given us an idea about what people are used to. Before, we are used to our normal way of doing things, which is the traditional method of sharing, advertising our businesses, advertising what we do. I mean, before the time of all this, we have word of mouth, we have we started having newspaper. We have magazine, we have radio, TV, lots like that. We have poster, and those are amazing ways by which businesses in the past actually put to the face of their customers things that they want their customers to think about. So they put it in their face. So, and that is why, I mean, there's some newspaper that if someone is looking for a job, even up till now, I think Guardians are still doing it on Thursdays. There's a section there where you can see jobs, but I don't think it's that common again like before. I don't think that one is common like before. But the things they do is they get, they make sure that uh, when they want to put it, recruiters today are actually trying to shy away from the use of newspaper to advertise their openings. They make sure that they prefer to actually know that, okay, if they want to put it there, it's going to be because of the law, because of what constitutions have said, that things have to go public. And when they are talking about in terms of recruitment, it has to go public. Now, going public doesn't mean they justify it by saying once you put it on a social media platform, social media and do that's gone public, which means that organizations today, which good, I would love to share something now, which actually talk about digital world that we are living today. And I'm talking about in the industry today. Now, the way we market what we do has gone digital, right? It's no longer like, but now there are some things that we call leverage, which means that there's little things that we do that actually give us that outweigh the traditional way of doing things before. Now, if I make a post of okay, if you want to travel to US, uh, there's a ticket of let's say a ticket as low as, let's say, 5,000 naira that can get you to United States of America, and I put it on the billboard. Now, when I was writing United States, that United States, instead of writing America, and I wrote Africa. It's just an imagination. I put Africa, and I've printed it, and I've put it on the bill, on the billboard for people to see. Now, it's because of that error, I've lost a lot of things. People want to reach out to me to say, when I put my number there that they should call me, the question they first call me for is, what do you mean by United States of Africa? Now, instead of saying, how do I start have to pay another, do another thing, is there I put that one down and I have to get another. I mean, I'm talking about in terms of expenses now and in terms of being able to write the runs. Now, that makes it very, very difficult in terms of using traditional way of advertising. Now, in the digital world today, which is using digital marketing, just by clicking on options and clicking on edit, you're able to change that Africa to America. And then you still launch your ads, you still launch your advertisements, you still launch your post. I mean, it's that simple. And one of the things that this digital world today has done for us is it makes us to actually also be in a position whereby we can know number of people who actually are viewing our things. How many number of people view our post? On the billboard, how many number of people are seeing it? On the radio, how many number of people are hearing it? On the TV, how many number of people are seeing it? And it's amazing to actually see that. It's fantastic to actually know that I before 8 o'clock in the evening, before news, I can quickly run my ads maybe 5 minutes before the news, and it is a huge sum of amount of money. If someone wants to actually, you can check, go to any local station and just ask them how much to actually run advertisements 5 minutes before before the before any clock. 5 minutes before any clock is a huge sum of amount of money because people want to listen to news. So you have more people tuning in to radio, tuning into TV around that time. But it's expensive, and the other thing is you don't even know how many number of them are hearing you. Now, by just your business, now this is it. Being a travel agent, for your business, it's fantastic. You can let people know about your business on radio, you can let people know about your business on TV, even on billboards. But the joy of it is for you to actually know, have the feedback from them. Using digital tools, making your post on YouTube, running the ads on that platform, you're able to see number of people who actually view you in this week, in this month, and then which kind of people are viewing your post, which kind of people like your post, in what is their age range. Those are the kind of analytics that digital has actually given to us that we can measure. And so when we want to do another kind of post, we know that okay, the age bracket of people that are making searching for that click on my post are between the age of 18 and 35. Assuming that I'm talking about going to Canada, when I want to make my ads, I get Ogun State using traditional means of marketing. How much are your billboards across hello? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can. Mr. Bukumi, we can hear you. Can you hear me, Mr. Bukumi?
Can anyone hear me now?
Yes, yes, we can.
All right, okay. All right,
We can.
all right, awesome, awesome. Oh, yes, I can hear you. I can hear. All right, so before 1 o'clock, and then so I will have to. I mean, there's going to be an open for us to actually share and also talk about. I mean, ask questions. So let me just quickly share my screen again. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I was being that has been the mode. You can hear me, right? Yeah. So that has been that has been the mode by which digital tools or digital world today, things that businesses they leverage on, travel agencies must leverage on. You must put your product in the face where your customers can see it, and you yourself you can know that they are seeing it. If you don't know that they are seeing it, then how to improve on it will be very difficult. Now, the other thing is, I just want to now, um, I mean, report has actually been collected to actually see things that what is the opportunities that actually inside this digital world we are talking about today? Opportunities. What are the opportunities? What I mean, in terms of numbers, what can you say? Okay, in Nigeria today, if my audience today is Nigeria and we are targeting Nigeria, what would be the number of how many number of people am I going to be targeting? How many number of people am I expecting? There's something called sales funnel. Sales funnel has to do with just like a funnel, there is going to be number of people. Let's say, if you want to get if you want to get two people to do something to buy your product, you have to reach out to 200 people to tell them about your products. And amongst them, you get, let's say you might get just 50 of them to get them interested. And just two people are going to buy, or three or five. And if you compare it, having 1%, having 2%, 3% of them being able to convert to sale, that is a plus. Why? In digital world, in digital world, what it does for you is, you know that okay, if it's going to be, you just look at that tool that actually was able to buy, what interests them, and so you now focus on that. How many number of people of this do we have in the world? Then you target those kind of people. And then you now look at Facebook, any other platform. That's what they are doing today. They are working with numbers, and that is why, as travel agents, we need to also work with this. Now, I believe we are seeing this uh, talking about numbers in Nigeria, and we have just estimated of 200 and 208.8 million in terms of population, and out of it, half of it, like a bit half of that people are people living in an urban area. People living in Lagos, people living in Kaduna, people living in Kano, people live in Cross River, people live in all those urban centers. It's just about half of them. So, and inside this Nigeria that we are looking at, 90% of these numbers, they're actually the one that use mobile connection, which were half of it use mobile phones. They use mobile phones, and 50% of that people that use mobile phones are also using they're also using internet access. They have internet on their phone. But the funny part is, inside that, just about 33 million of them actually, which is about 15.8%, actually are on social media. Fantastic. I mean, we're able to narrow it down to that kind of people that okay, this number of people in this nation. If I'm looking at my Facebook, number of people who are on my Facebook in Nigeria was around 33 million people. Maybe amidst them, you are lucky. You have about 5,000 friends. Awesome. I mean, some of us. I mean, we can be so popular that I mean, on our Twitter, a lot of millions of people are there. And the thing is, the more millions of audience that we have, the more in quotes we can influence them to act on a certain way. And so the same thing, just this is just a report of last year, and I mean they just make the reports. Yeah, this January 20. I mean this year 2021 January. So they are talking about reports they actually did in 2020. And COVID has made a lot of people to move from. I mean, for those people who doesn't have a phone, who doesn't have a smartphone, they have to have the phone because why? Their children is going to school and their children have to use Zoom. So they find themselves having a smartphone and then being able to use internet. Now, what I mean, in terms of digital growth, what has this using digital tools, what has it done for this nation? Now, one of the things is he has shaped the culture of what we do. Now, just like okay, being at home and being like I mean, helping students who are in secondary school to actually I mean prepare themselves for exams, and we are just looking for I think yeah, we are trying to know what's the difference between HIV and AIDS, and then we just want to know the meaning, the full meaning. We get okay, AIDS to be number of this, AIDS, we're able to acquire immunodeficiency. We're able to do that, and HIV, we are now looking what is the full meaning of HIV. The next thing is we look at our phones, we now see that there's no internet, but in front of us was a dictionary like a dictionary on our table, and our mind did not first go to that place. Our mind went to our phones to first go and look for what is HIV. And it just dawned on me that this our way of searching, this our way of looking out for things. Our customers are looking for things. They're not looking for things. They don't want stress to look for things. The digital world has shaped us that way. That when we want to get things, you shouldn't stretch yourself too much. If you are looking for a book in a library, you have to see a librarian who is going to give you a, I mean, a an a supposed accurate, a supposed direction to say, okay, go to go to this floor, go to this number of the number of the shelf and the number of card. It can give a card and it's going to give you those direction. Now, since I've gone to the point whereby it's not electronic, you can easily locate if you need a book, and easily locate it just by search. Just by search for the title of the book, the title of or the number, and the pop-up. And that is, and that is something that digital world has actually grown to be, and it has shaped the way we do things. And that is why this number keep increasing every day. So the number of people that is going to be going online every day, every single day, is going to keep increasing. Number of hours we spent is going to keep increasing. So I'm just using this to wrap up all those things that we are talking about. Now, potential people that are going to buy things are also going to increase. And um that is why even today, most of organizations that keep expanding are organizations that has to do with payments. Any organizations, any businesses that you work, if you are being a travel agency and then you're able to put payments on your platform, you make things easier for you. You make things, because no things is number of people that are going to be buying on online is going to keep increasing. It's going to keep increasing, and I think that is why government is trying to look peep into it. And then I mean they're already trying to peep into it right now, but it doesn't mean that it's going to stop people from not buying. So and that is why I'm just encouraging us. If we can't afford not to be on that platform, we can't afford not to have a website. Just like Mr. Daniel said this morning, we can't afford not to have a website. We can't afford not to have an official mail, and we can't afford not to actually promote what we do. And the more we put it on the face of the people, nowadays it's even just like our mind is. When we see something foreign, we the first time it passes us, we ignore it. When it comes back again, we observe it. I mean, something displays on your face, and then come back again and again and again. Then it creates a curiosity to know. Then and that is how you compel people to buy. Persistence, putting it on the face of the people. When you keep putting things on the face of the people, you start shaping their thoughts. Because and the funny part is when you look at this color, this I mean different color, red, green, and a blue, it shapes something in your mind. And that is why there's some organizations, like there's some category of businesses that when they want to do things, they know the kind of color they can use. Even in the courts, there's some color of clothes that you can put on. If you put another color on, you can can be misjudged. And that is same thing goes with our business. There are some colors that we can't afford to put on with our business. And so I'm just trying to run us through why but putting it in the face of the people, you create a shape, put a shape of things in their eyes, and they're able to see what they're able to see, and they're able to know that okay, they start observing, they start questioning, and they start liking it. And they get they find they start having pleasure in it, and they go for it. And when you go for it, I'm also talking about see, think, do, care right now process, because that is the bedrock of which all these anything in digital stands. Now, the next thing I actually want to talk about is okay. I talk about digital over non-digital marketing. You know, talking about TV, talking about newspaper, radio, and co. So I actually want to move to now. There is yeah. I was talking about now I want to talk about the search itself. So very soon we'll be wrapping up. So I want to talk about the search. All right. So on now running, traveling a business online has a huge potential. Why? Because customers today they search for EBT, they search for traveling like per seconds. People search for traveling per seconds right now. People are searching. Now, I will just try and display something today. There's if you can see my screen, you can all see my screen. I will talk about Google Trends today, and then tell you about amazing things around Google Trends, how you can get some analytics on Google Trends. Okay, this is okay. So you can explore this thing very well. Just type Google Trends on Google, and then you see trends.google.com. You can click on it, and it's going to give you display. Mm. And then they make reports of things that people search for. Okay, this is United States, right? Now let me pick Nigeria. Okay, if you see in United States, if someone want to run advertisement right now in the United States, these are the things that you can actually look for and say, oh, these are the things people are looking for. And then you just look for which one suits his own, and then you pick it up. Now in Nigeria, okay, this is just a report of things that happened last year. Okay, in Nigeria last year, the reports that people things that were trending that time. I mean, we see a lot of things like this, right? Now, I mean, there was a time whereby when I'm talking about the COVID traveling stuff, people start searching for it. I mean, and that is I would love to actually okay, let me try and see five more. Okay, okay. So it's not here. So now let's see what people are searching for in terms of okay, I'll come back to this, which has to do with trends. Now let's search for traveling. Hmm? Just travel okay, let's say travel, and then we pick the location to be Nigeria. Hmm? Now in the past few months, so these are the things people are searching for this today. Now, if you, I don't know if you are I mean this is where you can actually get some idea about where people are likely to search for things in Nigeria. You know, look at it here. Look at it. Now, the area where people are searching for things today is is high in Imo, Akwa Ibom, then Osun State, before Ekiti and Oyo. Most times I see Ogun State more here. It amazing to actually see. Now, after which Enugu cross river. Now, this gives you an idea about wow. If you have any agents or anyone in this area, Imo State, Akwa Ibom, you could probably share with them. Okay, if you want to run ads or you want to make your post, you can probably locate this place. You can hashtag this place to say no what this is something that we are offering from Lagos, and these are the you can from where you are, you can actually patronize or you can share a post in Imo for them to see. These are the things that are coming up, and the kind of topic that you can use, you know, talking about border, talking about lockdown, talking about international flights, talking about consultants. And this, this is going to give you an idea about what you are, what you can actually make in your business. And if you say you don't have you don't have customer, and these are the things that if these are keywords topic, these are topics you can convert to be your keywords when you're making your post. You know, UK travel restriction. If you have any updates on this, we can talk about it, and people get to see you. You bring your business to the face of the people. These are things that you can do research on, and then when you just when you see a blog that talk about it, you just put it there on their face. Let them keep seeing it. When they see it, they will, especially these people, the people in this Imo, Akwa Ibom, Osun State, and Ekiti, including Oyo, this top five, they are potential people who are likely to buy what you are selling under traveling. Now, if you want to, okay, this one shows okay number of people who actually talk about travel, which is about 86 between 21. I mean, like a week now, within a week now. These are the number of people that have searched for traveling. They're about 86 now. So I just like, and when I saw this one is what amazed me. Tickets. Tickets after they have dropped, the line will keep dropping, going up, keep dropping, going up, keep dropping, keep going up, keep dropping. Now, when you get to right now, ticket is as it almost at its peak right now. Ticket is almost it keeps increasing every day. And my network is showing that it's almost finished, and it keep increasing every day. Why? Akwa Ibom, Ekiti, Osun. Now, I think it's one of the things that is affecting. Uh, is making things something like this happen is there's an event coming up in Nigeria right now, which is what's it called? This sports festival that they want to do, and I think that is one of the things that makes traveling to pop up. And these are the kind of news that every one of us can follow. Now, how do you get to know them? Now, these Google Trends just add a lot of things. You can add yourself. You can be receiving notifications based on what people are searching for on Google. It will be dropping your email, and then to do that, I will talk about it here. To do that is, let me go to home. So, these are the kind of reports that they have done. So when you just, okay, let me search for traveling. So when I search for traveling, okay, so web search, news search, it's amazing to see how, okay, 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 um, okay, this thing's not popping up right now. All right, so I will get back to us on this. I'll get back to us on this. So it seems not okay. You have no subscription, so and I mean this is what amazed me on this platform is that you can get an idea about what your business is all about. I mean, what you can do with just you just getting the keywords you can actually put to the face of your people. You get to know their interest. When people say when people say okay, they went for a market research for to know okay if their business is viable. These are the ways where you can know that okay, if I'm going to run ads, it's going to yield profits. This is the platform whereby you can search for it. And this is the kind of things. And in funny part is you also search for you also search on Google to see okay how many number of people, how many websites is talking about what you do, the kind of things that you do, how many platforms are talking about it. And the thing is, people, I mean, that is how you generate your content to actually make the post to your audience. And very soon I'll be talking about content, the kind of things that you should post. Now, and that is why I just talk about traveling agency and traveling online businesses. And the other things I'm going to introduce us to very soon. I'm going to stop here for today. I'm going to stop here for today. The other things I'm going to be talking about by next week is about, profiling your business on Google. What can you do when your business comes with just Google search and Google Map? What are the things that benefit you? Why is this standout, and what makes it unique compared to just any social media platforms out there, like Facebook, like Facebook, like Twitter, like Instagram? What makes Google My Business a unique platform for your business as a travel agent? So, and that is just what I have for today. That is what I have for today to share with us. That see, um, there is a platform. I mean, Digital World has given us that. Okay, I said I'm going to talk about Digital World. All right, so I'm going to open this platform, and then okay, this another slide which I just want to pick something from it. I want to pick something from it and then share with us. Okay, 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 good. How many of us can say this? Yeah, yeah. So so I'll be wrapping up. I'll be wrapping up. Okay, thank you. I'll be wrapping up with this. So now, in this digital world, is run by digital economy, right? Digital economy has to do with um, things that we already, I mean, in terms of buying and selling using digital tools. Now, for every nation to grow today in today's world right now, they have to go on that digital platform. For every nation, they have to grow. For every businesses must understand this. Every business, every travel agency must understand that it's going to play in the space of digital economy, where there is something called digital citizens. What I've been talking about in terms of our customers are they are digital citizens. Now, the policy around traveling is what government actually runs with, and which is digital government. And that is why they can talk about tax for every transactions made online. They can talk about how many number of times, I mean, the platform you can actually stream, the things that you can do online, they can decide it. Now, these are private sector. These are people. These I mean, this is where we, as an organization, others travels. This is where we play. These are private sector. So we are a private sector, and so we work in that in regards. And these are the things that we cannot but use: digital finance, digital platform, digital space, digital infrastructure, so that it can yield things around it, which is digital culture, digital health, digital transport, digital energy, smart agriculture, e-commerce industry. You know, and that is the level whereby we must have that just understanding that see the digital economy today is going to create more jobs for us. It's going to create more. It's going to make lots of our businesses to grow. Meanwhile, there are some businesses that who do not leverage on this thing. Uh, in the first, I mean, in over time, they are going to lose out. They are going to visual out. Not that they won't be operating, but the thing is this: they will do more of things that is going to look. I mean, things that they are going to be doing to every customer is going to look like an archaic. And that is why, I mean, people who are actually doing as little as just selling of tickets, they make sure that they don't just do it by just looking on the streets. You know, they send it to WhatsApp, they put it on their WhatsApp. Okay, there's tickets. So they're always using digital tools to market your business. And that is the kind of digital economy we are in right now. When people want to talk about what they do more of it online. All right. I mean, and that is what I want to share with us today. That there's something called digital economy, which every one of us must embrace. So I'm going to the next 10 minutes, I'm going to open up for questions and answer. I hope my data is able to permit that. All right. So Mr. Dawon Shola.
Yeah. Thank you, sir, Mr. Bukumi. Are you with me, sir?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yes, sir. Please, sir. So far, we've been coming with this digital class. I mean, um, what I really want to ask is that how do we how do we gain the online preference? I mean, how can we take our businesses to the next level on on Google, and how our business name can pop up on as an advertisement on websites like that? How can we go about it?
Okay. So, like I said, the okay. So, you just want me to jump to my next talk, which is when I talk about Google My Business. But one thing I want us to understand is, this has to do with our audience, where they are. where they are. Where are your audience? I mean, your customers. Where are they very much? Let me start with WhatsApp. WhatsApp is limited to number of contacts you have on your phone or number of groups that you're able to involve yourself in. Telegram is limited to number of contacts you have on your phone or number of groups that you're able to involve yourself in.
Hello, guys. Just hold on. I think Mr. Bukumi will reconnect back shortly.
All
He's
right.
going to
Thank
reconnect back shortly. But if it takes time, we'll go into question and answer while he comes. I hope he has rounded up, right?
Yes, I think you already did that. You already rounded up. He's just trying to welcome questions from us.
Okay, it's coming up shortly. So I don't override this process. Yeah.
All right.
So once it's 1 p.m., I come in. So I wait for him in the next 6 minutes.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? So I'm trying to. If you can hear me, I'm trying to get. I want to subscribe for another data right now
All
on my
right.
phone.
All
All right.
right.
So as I was,
Mr. Bukumi. All right. We can hear you, sir. Welcome back, sir.
thank you. So try and do it right now. All right. So just want to subscribe. All right. So yeah, awesome. So as I was saying before, the network actually have issue with that. So I was saying that I mean, as fantastic as Facebook also is fantastic. So it is for you to actually know where your audience are, and that is why you first thing people do is they first do different research. They research, test different platforms and see which one actually work. Now you can start from actually when you have your when if you want to start a business and you already have a customer, if you have one customer, one of the things you can ask the customer as a feedback is where would you love us to actually interact with you? Where do you love us to actually engage with you? Do you want it on Facebook? Do you want, I mean, you can have all those platforms, but the thing is the one that you are going to be emphasizing on more. Let it be one that is coming from your customers. Now, when you get to know, okay, your customers are talking about, I mean, are they on Facebook? They say yes. Are they on Twitter? They say no. Are they on Instagram? They say yes. Then you know that your audience are both on Facebook and on Instagram. All right. And so in that regard, you now know which one is more preferable. So when you run ads and Facebook and Instagram, they are under the same canopy. So Facebook and Instagram is run by one firm. So Facebook owns Instagram today. And so when you run ads on Facebook, it can also be shared on Instagram. So, and you're able to connect. So Now the thing is, when you have your profile picture, your profile on Facebook, awesome. You have your profile on Facebook. You can only, when you make a post, you can only make the post, and the only people who can see it are just friends of friends, your friends, and you. But if you want to reach more people, you have to have something called Facebook page. Facebook page is the business side of Facebook. So that is where your organizations you have a name, you have a Facebook page name. So you put, when you not keep talking about your business there, so people can like your page. So they know people who are not your friends, who are not even friends of your friends, they can see your post. People across the states, across the region, across the continent can see your post on your page. Now that is that. Now, the Instagram also has a business account. If you have a profile on Instagram, you can just switch it to be a business account. And then there you put the name of your business, you put the location, put everything there, fantastic. You can link your page, your Facebook to your Instagram. Those are fantastic work. Now, I'm just saying that your audience, wherever they are, is where you need to be. And that's why people can, they always want to make sure that in the market, they always want to make sure that they are the first, they are the front of the market. You don't want their stock can be inside. If you understand, I love my guys in the southeast of Nigeria, southern east of Nigeria. Those guys, Igbo people, they know how to do business. They know how to market. They know how to sell. They know how to how to do those things. And that is just talking about physical, that is talking about traditional way of marketing. Now, this and wherever they are is where your post should be more. If you see that more turnouts are coming from Facebook, you see a customer saying, I saw your post on your Facebook, and so I'd love to know how much is the ticket to Dubai. Just is making an inquiry, and he has tell you the location where it's coming from. Then you know that your post should be more and should be consistent in that place. And that is how we can build an online presence for our business. Now, yeah, I've probably shifted what concerning Google. Now, Google by itself, it's a platform that support businesses from the onset. And I will try and give us some background things around what Google have done so far, using the map and using the search. And Google has many products today, which means your phone, if you see how many tools, how many apps your phone is using that's coming from Google, you will know that without Google on your phones, your phone will be like as useless as Balasha, as a 3310. But it might not be useless, but you can make calls. Yeah, you can make calls, you can send a message. But you notice that most of the apps of Google is right there. And the funny part is many phones are using it like that. But the one that permits ads are they're not all the apps. But the funny part is you can always be at their face, because that is why people wants to have, for every organization, aside having a web on their phone on online, they also want to have app, because they notice that the tools people are using today, they are of Google products, they are the apps. And so they also want to have their own apps on Google platform, so that their customers can easily access them. That is why banks today they do that. Banks today they have their own app, so that people can easily navigate. Instead of dialing star something, fantastic. Instead of going to the bank, you can easily make your transaction. I'm not talking about banks today, but I'm talking about wherever your customers are, that is where you need to strategically put your business. I don't know if I'm able to answer your question. Or maybe I need to just, if any clarification is needed, just let me know.
Yes, I can understand now.
Okay. Also, so uh, where is our class? Our class. Okay, okay, Mr. Michael. This is 2 past 1.
All right. Mr.
Mr. Michael.
Bukumi, thank you for your time, sir.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I think, I don't know, many of us still have class. Many of you don't know that we are bringing, this is the future of travel industry. I've told you, Mr. Bukumi is one of the top IT personnel under Google Global, Google, the same Google that you know.
Hey.
I don't want to
Mr.
cast him.
Mr. Daniel, wait,
He's
Mr. Daniel.
a strong digital man. No. I've just said a bit. I'm not going to go further. Don't worry. He's a strong digital man.
I'm not working with Google.
He's a strong digital man. And so far, he can tell you the tenets of digital. In fact, Mr. Bukumi is the head of IT of Elders Travels and Tour. He's a very strong guy, IT oriented. So anytime he takes you classes, please pay attention. And if we all understand that the future of every business now worldwide have to apply tech to everything we do. So anytime he's having classes, pay attention, because everything you need about online presence, online audience, online markets, online anything, it takes you through the digital classes. Me, I'm coming for practical because I like field work. So I will only be taking you the industry practical classes. What deals with the business? Gone. While he is taking you on the tech in business. So please be attentive. Now, another thing I was saying why the class was going on, then I remember before I go into that, many of us are not submitting our assignments and we will fight. Because at the end of it all, if I calculate your odo, it goes with the timing of which you submit the assignment. People that submitted first, anytime we post assignments, they get even higher concern marks than those that submit late. If you are the person that submit 9 minutes, you are not helping yourself, because when we calculate everything, the scores don't measure. It's a problem. So back on the track of my discussion, please, let's be attentive. Let's encourage ourselves. Like I said, incentives are coming in very soon from NANTA organization. We are getting close to our own to our recognition in the Nigerian market. So they are trying to approve us and recognize us. So in time, we are going to modify every payment, every amount, every access. We have to increase our classes again, and also skills, and also our trainers. So if you are with us now, you are in the right place. So keep to it. And also feel free to ventilate any questions you need, because it's pertaining to your, we are here for business. This is business, raw business discussion. You are not wasting any money, because all what you are spending here, the cost of coming to these classes and all the data and everything is adding value to you back again. So please, don't let us joke with these classes. Now, I don't know if Mr. Bukuni wants to ride on or you still have questions, but I feel at this junction, I'm waiting to come in for my own questioning. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So let me just throw it over. If you have any questions concerning what I've been able to share now, it's not too much. Just try and let us just a bit advance in what we have done before. So if you have any other questions, you can throw it open before Mr. Daniel take over. Is there, okay, I think everybody have full knowledge of what I've shared so far. It's not actually something big, huge like that, or not. I mean, the technicality of it is not that much. So just I think Mr. Daniel, you can take over, and then.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, sir. Every day and every time, I appreciate your efforts towards the academy. Now, I don't know where I'll be coming at us on this, but I feel we should also consider what you have been doing, the sacrifice you are all making. It's not only to the academy. Everyone is making a sacrifice, even regardless of your payment or not. It's a sacrifice, and it's a great privilege to have everyone around. Now, not to waste our time, not to waste our precious time, I think I should be able to take us through a concise, section again, or to just brush through of the class. So from that, I'll be sharing, I'm trying to see this. I'll be sharing with us one of the things we considered in the class. That's on the WhatsApp class. Before I give room for question, I want to really emphasize and dig deeper around it more. Let me see now. Let me share. I'm trying to share a screen. Oh, okay, good. I believe all of us can see the screen now, and I'm trying to share now. I believe you can all see the screen. Please, if you can see the screen, please come up, please.
Yes, we can. You can see the
Yes,
screen there.
yes, sir.
Oh, good. So let me see if I can also share this other screen with us. I'm coming on. I'm trying to make it if I can work with these tech controls now. I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can work with this tech control. Sorry, please hold on for me, please. Oh, trying to. Okay. All right, let me see. Okay, sorry. Okay, I think I should be able to see it. Okay. So I don't know if I can. Okay, I'm trying to share. I don't know if the video will fly with this, with what I'm sharing. I don't know if anybody can see my video.
Not playing yet.
Let me play it again. I'm aware Zoom might not be able to show us the video of what I'm playing through the slide, but I feel we'll understand it from the class. I know many of us downloaded the video.
Yeah.
So what I'm just saying in essence is I'm just trying to also recap it so I can give detail more. But I'll first ask questions from every one of us here listening to this. Now, can anyone please tell me or explain to me what this is depicting, this is showing us? Can anyone explain what this is? What this is? Can anyone explain, please? A volunteer, please, before I come in. Just a short, I don't know, maybe short explanation. Anybody? Anybody? All right. So I believe all of us understood what the innovation is about the industry now, or what is ahead of us. Please, if you do, just unmute and say yes, so I don't feel lonely here.
Yes. Yeah,
Yes, yes, sir.
So now, what is this simply telling us? It's telling us about what is ahead of us as travel agencies. Even for those that are just coming in new or transcending from one industry to the other, to our own. It shows you that how can we compete with this? How can we really compete with this future prototype of what it will look like in the next, before the next decade? This is going to emerge in a very big way. In fact, I was told in 2023 or 2030, by 2030, I think they will launch for the Olympics. Now, before then, you can see what is going on with the wealth structure that Tesla, or should I say Elon Musk, one of the persons that launched this thing or that is involved in this thing, is now one of the richest in the world. In fact, it's the richest, it's the most richest now, number one, aside Amazon, because Amazon too is in tech. So as you can see, and as business owner, I used to tell people, many of you are saying you are doing business in your country. You don't read paper. You don't read business news. You don't know what is going on in the GTB system, stock exchange, stock markets, commercial industry, and you are doing business in that country. You are paying tax or you are not even paying, but you should understand the strength and the weakness of the economy that you are doing business. Now, with time now, I think by next class, we'll be looking at travel law, travel business law, that's business law, relating to your economy and your country. We'll be digging deep on that before we go into leadership in business. So this is the future of what we are all sitting around the table every day, every Saturday for. And this is one of the reasons why we are even here. This is the reason why we even created this academy in the first place. The future of the industry, we are putting all our heads into, shaking our head, shaking our leg. This is the future. How can we then compete with this? Now, you agree with me that from what you have learned in the class, you understand that it is not now compulsory for you to save money or capital to buy an aircraft or an airplane. This is looking like a normal downfall later on in the future. So now, the question now also breeds that, will you be able to afford one of these in the future to trade for business and sales in your economy? Because this thing you are looking at will fly like normal taxi in the air. Now it is not on land. Now you also agree with me. Now, if this is coming in as a business for travel business owners, it then means the government will be much more involved because it goes around with rehabilitation and development, urbanization, and civilization of the economy. Many of you don't understand that when you are in business, you must study business law. The law of the country abides with every stakeholders in the country. You are part of the stakeholders because you belong to the what? Private sector of your country. So you must understand the business law, business procedures, business policies around your country, your economy. Else, your business might not thrive. Because if anything happens to your country, it affects your business. Now, what are we saying again? Let's come back to the industry. This is going to compete with every means of every mode of transportation that has ever existed in humanity. So you tell me now that businesses are now going, or should I say, money is going to the air. Over time, from the Stone Age down to this age, we have started from water. Then from water, we moved to land. That's when they invented what? Cars. And then from now, we are moving to the air. So that means sooner, everybody will have one of these to fly up and down. So all the movies you have been looking into, you have been watching, is coming to reality. Very, very soon. It's closer. If you can't move on land, then you fly by air. So that means if you want to fly by air, you are giving travel agencies money. So at least you cannot afford an aircraft to fly Lagos to Abuja. Later in the future, you must be able to afford one of these as an agent to fly from Agege to Oshodi, Oshodi to Bagada, Bagada to Lekki, Lekki to what? To what? To Okokomaiko. And how can you tap into this, my fellow travelpreneurs? It is now that you have to prepare your agency, your travel agency that you are starting, your structure, so that you will not be left out in the future. You not be scrapped away. You not fall by the roadside because you have taken your time to invest in the industry. And believe me, as I tell you as you speak, The federal government is also aware. And that's why I am liaising, we are liaising as an academy to the what? To not only the Association of Travel Agencies in Nigeria, but also to the federal government. And that's why I'm having that, should I say, one-on-one meeting or engagement right now with the travel industry, so to say. So my brother, my sister, if you are in this class, buckle your what? Tight. How can you now make money and save money or increase your capital before these things will start emerging so that you don't kick you away by the roadside? Do you still want to be a sub-agent under this kind of structure, this kind of development? How then can you prepare money ahead or prepare investors ahead or prepare them or save capital ahead of this time? Because believe me, those that are top echelons in the industry, they will go far to getting 10, if not 100 of this thing. And believe me, everybody, this market or this industry will now go public. You need to be aware that we have billionaires in this country that will want to invest in this. You as a skilled travel professional, how can you now be involved in this innovation? Even if you don't have money, do you have the skill or the experience or the prerequisite knowledge to what? To trade with investors on this? How can Bajela Travels and Tour, how can Mr. Assis Travels and Tour tomorrow have one of these flying in the air across the bridge of Bagada down to Ochodi with your agency logo on it, on your name, trading back and forth in the market? That's the question you should ask yourself. So that's why we're having this class today. And that's why I said it's an eye-opener. This is the future, you like it or not. We have seen the future and we know what it entails. And that's why we are selling this to every travelpreneur in the house, that this is the future. Are you prepared for it? As a starter, for you that are just coming in, are you prepared for it? How can you now afford one of these to make money? Because this is huge money, huge capital, and it's a huge investment. If you can't fly locally, if you can't fly internationally to Dubai, if you can't own an airline, this is an opportunity for you to own one of these flying birds. And believe me, we are not really relenting on this. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, we are trying to even be the first to do it by prayer, because we are walking our tracks around this innovation that is coming to our shores. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm open to questioning now. Concerning today's class, we have considered a lot of things concerning the GDP, the system, the working tools for agency, and now this innovation. So as I speak to you now, I submit tentatively to receive questions from you ahead of time. Thank you. I'm waiting for your questions, please.
Thank you, Mr. Dane.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, sir.
Concerning this new innovation, we all know that this invention is going to be limited to some extent. I mean, to some people. You know the country we are.
And Nigeria is backward, Abim. It will take time to get here.
Yeah. Yes.
You'll be shocked.
And this men looking at this air taxi, it will have some places that it can land upon.
Okay.
Does Nigeria has the facility to manage this, or how are we going to start using this kind of invention in our country, and how can we start planning ahead? Because our government, they are busy wallowing in different kind of things that are not developing. They are not thinking of developing the country as of now. We are looking forward to 2023 to see a better Nigeria, hopefully.
Okay.
But as of now, men looking at this,
Okay.
outside countries have implementations for this already.
Okay.
Men looking at it, I've seen this in some movies, like
Okay.
on 2 or 3 occasions, movies like that. That I've seen these kind of
Okay.
things that are being used, and these kind of things, it's really going to take time before it gets to Nigeria. Probably in 2030, probably.
Okay. Or 2050.
Oh,
Ah,
Okay, I get you now.
no,
Mr. Bajola, you want to say something?
no, no, you said 2050. Uh, my,
so
my,
what can we look forward up to in the travel industry concerning this new innovation? How can we how can we as in what should be our foresight?
Expectation.
Yes, concerning this.
Okay.
So I want you to expatiate more on this.
Now, let me start from the government. Let us understand one thing. As scandalous and as dubious and as myopic as the Nigerian government might seem to be, don't forget, every country is always open to business.
Yes.
And whatever will make a government make money or increase turnover, or for Nigeria own, that will make them shop money or steal money, they will do it. Let's don't forget again that if Nigeria wants to be better today, it does not take us 5 minutes to be better. Our government know what they are supposed to do. But they enjoy basking in that how will I call it? In that effort of not making it happen. They enjoy it. They are comfortable that if it is better, if Nigeria becomes better today, some Organepa will suffer, some this one will suffer, Ogaloma will suffer because the law will perpetrate everybody. The law will pursue everybody one by one. So they don't also want it to be better. So that's why they notice that this thing will make them or squander money. They will permit it. That's one thing I want you to know. But every government system under business law, it is said that what will not make a country make money on what you are offering them from outside the country, they will not accept it. But as long as you bring money to them, forget the innovation, they will put it in place. When no show they want to stand, did he not stand? Did they not pursue all the wishes and wizards that no show all the markets? Government did not pursue them. Come to Agege, when they want to say it will not work, even the railway. See, I'll tell you something in business law. There are 2 G's. You should be scared in business, my brother, my sister. When you're a businessman, 2 things, and they are letter G. God, number 1. God can destroy everything. Look at pandemic. God can destroy your business. That's the only person you should fear. Then the second person you should fear again is government. Government have the power. The Yoruba will say, they have the tendency to bring urbanization into a country that is uncivilized. As long as that thing will generate what? Money. And now, this system that you are looking like now, that it cannot happen within 2 kilos of an eye, it will generate money. And believe me, we all know, again, another thing again is under invention of gadgets. You know that anything the world invents, that is 3 in the world globally, Nigeria must be number 2nd that have that thing. Go and ask anyway. The most expensive Ferrari, the second person that buy it is in Banana Island. The most expensive Lamborghini, the second person that has it, and Rolls Royce, is in VI. So don't just underestimate that. That's why when I share this slide or present this slide in most occasions, people try to nod their nose. I said, look at you. If this thing will bring money, government will accept it, and they know they can squander money big time. They'll just go and tell themselves, this thing these people are bringing, maybe Bill Gates is the one bringing it, be Tesla or Amazon, Jeff Bezos, or even if it's one top organization. They just tell the government, this thing, they will explain it in a way, they will not look at the other part. They will just go and implement it and then give us the avenue to trade. That's another thing. Now let's come down to the industry. Now, recently, we're trying to set up a business. We used to do business setup for travel agencies that are starters. We're trying to register a business for someone in the academy, one of these travel agencies. And we now got the confirmation that governments have increased the capital share for travel agency registration in Nigeria. If you are not aware, please be aware now. You can no longer register a travel business in Nigeria starting from 2 million capital shares. You can no longer do that. It has to start from 30 million capital shares. And the amount to register for 30 million capital shares is what? Is about 500,000 naira. So if you don't have 500,000 naira, you can't have a CAC, certificate of corporation, for your business. That law was enforced. No, that law was passed into bill this January 2021. As of December, we're still registering for people, and it was still on 2 million capital shares. Ordinary 120K or 70,000 naira, you register for travel agency. In fact, you can even register it under business name. But now they have changed it. You know what? In one way, they have also received this update. And they know later that business will go into the air. Now, believe me, once this starts to commence or this starts to approach, every business transactions will go into the air. Now, believe me, and I say this, you will understand in a kind of way, in a soft way, most of our documents are now in the air. We now have iCloud. We now have Microsoft Cloud. We now have this one cloud, that one cloud. Everything is inside the cloud. We are having a training now, virtually, from different, it's in the cloud, it's in the air. We are all in the air like this. We are live on air. The same thing, transportation, movements now want to migrate from land to the air. So it's going to be a large, as in zillions of dollars investment. And the government is ready to tap into it. Now, that means you must have license to fly and operate like this. Now, let me now give you another clue of this, for you to know that this expectation is closer. Look at the new terminals Lagos State is building now. Take a look at Oshodi. You will ask why they build all this thing that is very big like this, that they have to put everything there. Don't forget that terminal 2 is attached with railway and other airline. On the top of it, there is a landing pad. It is the preparation for the future for if we have something like that. Now, it's not only a helicopter that will land on top of that Oshodi terminal. All these things still will be there. So if you come walk into any of the terminals, don't forget that Ikeja have finished their own terminal. Agege 2 is almost done with their terminal. Other terminals too are preparing themselves. Lagos State have seen it out of the other states. After all, we are the pace setter. This is the center of excellence. So Lagos State too might have seen that and know that these things will come later. In fact, as I speak to you, Uber is occupying almost all the malls in Nigeria with their big, gigantic office. I just saw another one in Maryland the other day. They actually own half of the Maryland mall. Uber. You see, this is what are prepared for the future. They are prepared for in the next few years. They will establish big time because they were the first people that have the idea of what? Electronic transportation. Before Taxify starts, all this nonsense will come again and scatter the whole thing for them. Now they want to compete today. Now they want to see how Taxify will pursue them to this kind of projects. Uber is the one in charge, combined with Tesla. And Tesla is the most richest man in the world, which is Elon Musk. So tell me how these things will not work. So you like it or not, even though it will take time, more time will give you more time to what? Invest in the industry as well. Ahead of this. If you don't have investors now, start letting them. Me, as I speak to you, I've informed almost all my investors to get ready for money so that they'll pump money out. I've been alerting them, they've seen it, they even said, many of them have been telling me that they are ready to tap into this. Once they start, they will pump money for either Travels and Tours to do what? To go out, to kick on with this. But believe me, it's $1 billion project. But with time, when it comes in, people will start what? Now tapping into it. But let us have the knowledge of what's ahead so that we don't capsize along the way. That's why this academy too is there to show us the future. And that's why you and I need to start putting technology in whatever we do. If you don't have social media handle, create it now. If you don't have website, create it now. If you don't have official email, create it now. Learn to do things electronically. It's not until a client walks up to you. Have an office online. Prepare down for the future. Artificial intelligence has come to stay. You like it or not. You are aware about the IoT of things that they keep saying now. That's Internet of Things. that is happening now. That if you want to make a non-living thing, maybe a plastic bottle, if you want to make a plastic bottle walk by itself or move, you just put that chip in the body of that plastic, you magnet it or tie it to it, then you can control that plastic from that chip that you have gummed to the body from your phone. So they want to make every non-living things live again. They want to bring everything to be present in the here. They want to alternate every little thing. These people are genius. They want to do it. They want to manipulate everything at once. So we like it or not, we have to prepare until Jesus Christ comes or until trumpet sound. So we know where we are going. So please and please, you have to take notes. You don't have to be, I don't know, look at it like it will not happen. Or just throw your nose like this one cannot happen. It happen, no, it does not happen, no. So people are into technology already. And we are growing in technology every day. And everything is happening on tech. So with time, we'll still get there. But for now, what are you as business owner preparing to tap into this? That's why we are here. So we should put more concentration on how you are prepared for this. That you can get one of these or two to short, because that would be the best way you can gain the market then in the future. Because believe me, this will be like the downfall that is shortening every minute. And now you ask about how can the landing thing be? How would Nigeria develop and develop into this level? See, you read from the video I sent on the group. If you have not checked it, that video, download it. Go back and download it. I said Uber is partnering with real estate. And we're talking about real estate, we're talking about tall buildings, skyscrapers. When you talk about the UBA building at Leventis, when you talk about Wema Bank building, Zenith building, we are talking about Intercontinental Hotel. Those are tall buildings. When you come to Lagos too, you see some malls that have tall buildings. So these skyscrapers are going to partner with Uber. It's just normal business things now. People will climb those places to go and board those aircrafts and then land in terminals. In fact, terminals are even ready in Lagos already. So how can one of your own agencies have these birds flying so that you can be the giant or the ring bearer of the travel market? You can imagine when you have one of these, small agencies will tap from you. They will want to connect with you. They will sell your taxi. They want to sell your taxi for you. And then you can what? You can say you want to do. So you have to prepare for that. It's not until you buy an aircraft, you buy 50 aircraft that go to Abuja. Even locally, you can make your millions as an agency for the future. So that's it. Thank you very much. Any other question? Any other question? Do we have any other question from anyone? Or we should call it a day already? See, that's why we have the classes that they are correlated. Anything we are discussing in the travel business, in the travel practical class, that's with me. Mr. Bukumi will tell you the technology part of it. That's why I was telling you about on your online presence today. I was telling you the online presence of how you can place your business out there so that you can make sale in the future. So that's it.
Yeah, I don't have any other questions again, because I know any question I throw now, you are going to murder it.
I will place, that's how I'm there. I place judgment. I'll place judgment on it for you. I will break it down, place judgment on it. There's nothing to say again. So that is just how it is. So my people, please, let us be guided. While we are starting to, let's see what's ahead of us. That's when they say a leader has vision. So we as a leading body in this academy, I've given you the vision ahead, what will happen, so that we don't all capsize. So we have to be a visionary leader in the industry. We are leading, and we have to create that example. And that's why we are bringing everybody together to tap into our vision and see what's ahead so that we don't all capsize. So please and please, if you know of anybody by next week, this is a notice while I round up the class. If you know any travel agency too that is not yet fully in the industry, is one leg in, one leg out, or is working from home, or is not yet registered, there's an incentive coming to everybody. We want to gather as many as travel agencies in Nigeria that don't have an office, don't have this, and that want to help everybody in the academy. This is not in the body of the academy alone. we are extending it. It is extended, or it is in line with the NANTA as a whole and the entire industry as a whole. So I might be choosing figureheads later by next week to create a group where we have everybody there to plan ahead of the project. The project will commence by next week. I'm having a meeting with the vice president on Tuesday, so we can talk more, because we have to visit the site for the project. So there's a lot we are doing, which we are growing. Other service is still growing too. But as we grow, we want to carry everyone along as well, so that we all get to the promised land. So thank you very much. I appreciate the class. I appreciate my trainer, Mr. Bukumi Julius. I appreciate him so much. I appreciate everyone present so far. We might be having a premium class by next week Thursday, if I'm available. It's a paid class, but I'm thinking we should not make it a paid class. We should bring it to the class on Saturday for everyone. Yes, I'm thinking we'll bring it to the class on Saturday instead of bringing it as a premium class. So we'll bring it on Saturday. We don't need to collect money. Bring it on Saturday for everybody to enjoy. So it's going to be intensively on having your business online. So that part will be verifying every business on Google with our connection with partners of Google's and others. We are going to try and make everyone get verified, so that when they search for your name on the internet, they will see your business there. And this is a large cost of amount that many of you don't understand, apart of the benefit of this class. So if you are here with us, you benefit that. So that will give you another level, another edge outside every other small agency that you know. Believe me, if you Google us, if you Google ETB Academy, Elders Travels, you see it there. If you Google Elders Travels and Tours, where you see it, they are verified on Google. All our informations are there. So this is what we want to do to every travel business as well. We want to make you have a verification on Google. So whatever name you are using, have some conditions around it that you want to use to be verified, because the changes are very hard to make later. So start preparing the names you will use, your informations, your telephone number and all. It's supposed to be a paid class, like I said, but we might not be charging. The premium class is supposed to hold a day or two before the normal class, but we are thinking that we should bring it to the normal class without charging. So this is another information for those that are here to balance us, to appreciate and compensate the academy for all this in time, because this is more than the value. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
It's almost 2 p.m.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
So this is almost 2 p.m. I think we have really done a lot today.
Mr. Eda, before you go, I wanted to ask a question, but it's not a direct question, but it's concerning our assignment. How are you going to do it? Are you adding it to our
score? That's your score. Whatever you teach in the class, your assignment is your score. Because you all receive a score sheet, like a transcript, stamped and signed by the academy, by the trainers and all. And also by me. So you receive it like a transcript.
When are we getting that?
That's the end of the program now. It comes along with your certificate.
All right.
It comes with your certificate. Electronically, you receive both in your mail.
All right.
Yes. Yes. You receive both in your email. So it comes with it.
Thank you so much.
So submit your assignment. If you can't use the link, some people are complaining of the link. Please use Chrome. If the link does not go on Chrome, now use the email. Send it through the Business Academy email. That's the option. Use the email to attach whatever question you have been asked, because they will start collecting your results by, I think, by the fortnight of this class. They start collecting them. So if you have performed well, fine. If you don't, fine.
Wow.
Yes. So that's it. So thank you very much, guys. I really had a stressful day. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Today's class now, I'd say it's two of us that is very much active, Mr. Bajela and I.
Okay.
And I really love the the way Mr. Bajila is coming up with the class is really, really attentive. And
Okay.
I love his submission.
You are the class captain. You are the one
Because
that is not driving your people.
others, they are not, me, I don't like barging into people's time. Like,
Privacy.
it's
It's their
only you
money.
that
It's their
it's only you
money.
that it's
Ugh.
only you that I can contact anytime I feel like I am lost and I need an assistant. I contact you
Okay.
and you're always there. But others, they'll feel like I have other things that I'm doing. You can imagine somebody was saying he or she went for a video or a church program. We're talking
Okay.
about business, something that is going to bring you
Money that you pay
millions of
tithe to the
naira,
church. If
that
you
you are
make
going
money, you
to
still pay tithe
they
to
are
the church.
going to be they are going to be well known in the church when you are rich. You know, you are don't know I don't know how some people
No,
do their things, but
it's it's normal. It's
I
normal.
know,
People with different
but we should
psychological
we
concepts.
should we should we should concentrate more on what we paid for
Maybe you
to
should say that.
acquire
Our
knowledge.
advice you send. Our advice is send the write up to the group. You are the class captain. You have the right. Send the write up to encourage to see what they will say now. You send it there, and you see that. That's why you are the class captain. Send it there.
Okay, sir.
They are your followers. You send it there to like a note, something like what you've noticed. So send
I
it
will do
there.
that.
If you see, they might contact. They might respond to you. They might not. So they might. You get. So just send it there to see how you are paying
Yes,
about
I will do that.
guilty. But believe me, that's why I said people who pay money pay attention. So it is their own money that is on there. It's not us. We have done our own best. You get the point. So we can't force people.
Yes.
It was the COVID that affected the class, this batch. If not for that, we won't be having this. We always have a large audience. But the COVID actually, pressed down so many things. But we are coming up. We're coming up. We are hoping the next batch will not do like this. But it's fine. I don't even want crowd. As long as the people that we are communicating with are getting it and they are responding, that's okay. We don't even want our stuffs to go out there. And when we even graduate at the end of the day, we don't see that changes in your life. Like now, like I said, recently I've been seeing the changes with on your own agency. I saw your flyer months back compared to now. Last week that I saw your flyer for advert, I see there is an improve. So I know it is working in your life. So everybody is coming up with something. So I'm seeing that changes on those that, that are attempting to it. And with time, they will know. They will know. People will understand it that we are not just doing all this for fun. So we have our own accolade to protect as well. So thank you very much, guys. I have to be in a meeting shortly.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mr. Bajela, thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Mr. Bukumi, thank you very much. We can close down now. ETB operators, please, technicals, you can shut down now.